Congratulations on returning. You looking forward to returning the uniform?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to working with Rhino. He's a real good friend of mine, and I think he's going to do a good job there. And obviously, they got to do some work during the winter here to upgrade a little bit, but looking forward to it.
Good. All right. Very good World Series. A lot of interesting stuff. If there's anything going on here now, it sounds like Buchholz. I'm waiting for more information. Maybe a scratch we don't know yet, which probably could elevate Dubron into the fourth game after Lackey and Peavy. What do you see overall in this World Series?
Well, I think I hope it lives up to the hype, because I think this is going to be one of the classics. These two teams are evenly matched. Getting back to Buchholz, I just did a show, and they showed him throwing in the outfield. It didn't look like he was pain-free. It looked like something was bothering him.
Right.
And obviously, they're going to probably try to throw a left-hander in there against St. Louis. So
it makes sense. The Bronco Game 4, which would make sense. That means they'd get 3 lefties out of the series. And the Cards don't have any lefties, which is interesting. That means Big Papi. Would you be leery about two things: playing Big Papi at first in those games in St. Louis, and also taking that very, very clutch Napoli bat out of the lineup?
Yeah, I really would, because I thought Napoli really did a good job at first base. But Ortiz has played a few games there. Obviously, John Farrell wants Ortiz's bat in there a little bit more than he does Napoli's. It sounds like he's going to play him 2 out of the 3 games there. So it's going to be interesting to see. But, whatever happens, they're going to have strength on the bench, because whatever one of those 2 guys don't play, they're going to be on the bench. And the same thing in left field. I'm shocked a little bit that Nava's not playing. I know that Gomes, I think they're 6-0 with him in the lineup, but some of these right-handers they're going to be facing, you would think they'd want a left-hander in there, but Nava gives them something to come off the bench, especially in the middle 3 games. So, both guys are going with their gut feeling on their lineup. You're going to see some changes there. Middlebrooks is out.
Yeah,
Bogarts is in. So
yeah, he could play Bogarts, and he could play Bogarts at short and play Middlebrooks at third if he wanted to, and take Drew out. He
really could. And the thing about Drew is he's making all the plays, Mike. And I guess he feels offensively that he's got enough offense in there. But if you take a look at Boston in that series against Detroit, they did all their damage against that Detroit bullpen.
All of it.
Didn't
hit the starters. That scares me. The one thing that scares me, the question I would have is this: do you think St. Louis's starters can execute the way the Detroit starters executed against the Red Sox?
Well, I think the first 2 pitchers can. After that, I don't know about the command issues with Kelly and Lynn. The first 2 guys, Wainwright and Wacha. This guy looks like he's pitched in the big leagues for 10 years.
Yeah, he's outrageous. He's outrageously good.
I mean, but the other 2 guys, they're going to make them throw strikes. So I do think the first 2 guys can contain this lineup. And trust me, the Red Sox aren't scoring as many runs as they did off Detroit's bullpen against St. Louis' bullpen.
Question.
They got some arms coming out of that bullpen, left and right, and the closer's lights out. Martinez has been pitching well. Ortiz better to get a good look at him on film, because he's going to be coming in to face him in a crucial part of the game, and this guy's got an electric arm. So, again, I hope this thing lives up to the hype, because these should be very, very good games to watch.
Well, Ellsbury's a big factor, and he's healthy now. Does he challenge Molina on the base paths or no?
You know what, Mike? I think they're going to continue to run. I know Molina is unbelievable throwing out runners. The one thing that this team does better than anybody I've ever seen is read balls in the dirt. And you saw them against Avila, that as soon as that ball hits the dirt, they're gone. They get tremendous jumps. The thing about Avila and Molina catches these balls, and he can come up and gun you. But I don't think they're going to change their game plan. I think they're going to make these guys throw them out. They're very aggressive. And the other thing, these guys can score from first base on doubles. They got some speed, whereas St. Louis does not have a lot of speed in that lineup. And speed might be the difference in winning a ball game 3-2 or losing a ball game 3-2. But I don't think they're going to go away from their game plan. And as much as I respect Molina, which he's probably the best catcher I've seen in a long time, both ways, they're going to make him throw out. You got to pick a pitch. You're not going to obviously throw them out on a fastball, but hopefully you run them when Wainwright's throwing the breaking ball or off-speed pitch, and you get a good jump.
We're talking with Larry Bowa before the World Series, of course, for MLB Network. Pitching, the Red Sox pitching to Beltran when he's up left-handed? What do they have to watch, especially since he has become this absolutely lethal player in that? Now, he still hits home runs right-handed, but he's much more lethal as far as an overall hitter from the left side. What do you worry about as far as executing against Beltran in these spots?
Well, the thing about Beltran, Mike, is he guesses. And when he gets men on base, he does a lot of studying about what guys like to go to in certain situations. And if he's guessing right, it doesn't matter where you throw it, he's going to put some damage on it. I would rather him bat right-handed, even though it's a short wall there in left field. I got to try to take the bat away from him left-handed. And let's face it, I looked at the lineup and they got Craig hitting fourth. Hey, this guy's a tremendous hitter. This guy's missed 7 weeks.
Yeah, and it hadn't hit down a stretch either. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right now, I'm going to stay away from Beltran
I agree.
if the game's on the line, just because he rises to the occasion, or if I'm going to pitch to him, I got to turn him around the other side of the plate.
Why has Yuri Hara become this good?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got some deception, big-time deception. And Mike, when he throws these pitches, I checked him out on the video. These pitches, they all look like strikes. I mean, all the way to right in front of home plate. Usually you can determine a ball or a strike as the ball's a little bit out in front of home plate. He's got late movement on everything. The one thing you got to do if you're a hitter, you're going to get a fastball. You cannot miss it. These guys have been fouling fastballs off, and they're not overpowering fastballs. They're 91 miles an hour. He comes at you with a fastball, and then once he gets ahead, he uses that fork ball, the split finger, whatever you want to call it. He can go into right-handers. He can go away to right-handers. A tremendous confidence in it. Catching, they block the ball when there's a man on third. They're not afraid to throw it with 2 strikes. But this guy's got a lot of deception going with that hesitation. He's a strike thrower. And if you're trying to cover both sides, fastball and split, you're in trouble. If you're going to look for fastball, don't miss it. And he gives everybody a fastball to hit. And it's amazing at 91 miles an hour how these guys are missing fastballs, fouling them off, swinging through them. Because once he gets ahead, he expands the zone with that split finger, and it's lights out.